What is going on? You might have slept, but I haven't!
Colin! 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 Can you hear me? And you lot can shut the up and leave us alone. You can get out of my live stream, whoever wants to bully and troll. You dare do anything. We are going to the police.
Don't allow fringe. I don't want nothing in my face.
Good.
Don't say the bitch! I say what I mean! God, I hate it! YouTube, where you make direct threats towards working professionals, including housing professionals, council employees, including refuse collectors, causing alarm and distress towards members of the public and professionals by using offensive references and remarks by both phone and in person. Such behaviours are criminal offences and will not be tolerated. Not to cause users of the public highway harassment, alarm or distress by running, jumping, lying in front of their vehicles, which I've never done. Jumping and running and lying in front of cars, I've never done that. This would include any emergency vehicles, which I've never done that, and members of the public. This is specifically because of an incident between yourself and refuse collectors working at Elmfield in Ravenshaven, so he can't get me arrested. Apparently, right, I'll be honest, yeah, I got a antisocial behaviour. They got me arrested, yeah, right, for apparently going in their back garden. When they were taking the cats, right, they didn't put handcuffs on me. They let me walk with my walking stick to the police car down there, right, and they let me sit in there with my walking stick. And next minute, he knelt down and said, right, I'm further arresting you on suspicion of being in someone's garden. I went, what? I never go out. I don't go in anyone's garden. I avoid my own garden. And then there was no further action. But yet, Stelwood have accused me of causing stress, alarm, and harassment. They have given me a Antisocial Behaviour Crime and Policing Act 2014, Section 43 to 58, Community Protection Warning, CPW, right? And basically, when they came to they was ordering me to open up the door. I said, I don't have to open up the door. That's my right. And, well, you need to because we need to speak to you, blah, blah, blah. And they wanted to come in. I said, it's my home. You ain't allowed.
Wait a minute. Did they have
when I opened up the door, they put their foot there, so I couldn't close it.
Yeah, but did they have an order? Did they have a warrant?
No.
If they didn't have a warrant, they can't enter your property without any warrant.
That's what I said. If you ain't got a warrant, you ain't coming in. It's my home, so you ain't allowed. No, I kept calling them pigs, wasting my time. You're letting the fucking heat out, you silly bastards. You know. And I said, I got vocalised threat spectrum. It is proven on paperwork in my filing cabinet. And that's why I've got it out constantly now to show everyone, right? But I want to get to the point. Take notice that under the provision of the Antisocial Behaviour Crime and Policing Act 2014, the below named authorised officer and Wiltshire Police being satisfied that your conduct is having a detrimental effect on the quality of life of others in the locality caused by your behaviour directly impacts on the community around you and causes alarm, harassment and distress to the local community. These behaviours, which include frequently and excessively using foul language in front of any member of the public, which I don't speak to any motherfucker around here, right? Okay? Or from a private place when any member of the public can hear you in a public place, posting videos on YouTube where you make direct threats towards working professionals. Oh, I'm allowed to speak to Sarah Johnson, by the way, who the video was sent. I was live broadcasting my gameplay, yeah, on that note, right? And Mum sent me messages because Sarah was trying to contact my mum to get through to me, right? And my mum was getting pissed off And she then my mum was messaging me saying, oh, Sarah's wanting to discipline you over your tenancy, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what the fuck? I've done fuck all wrong. I was overthinking like crazy. My vocalized threat spectrum kicked in, massive. And I don't know what the fuck I said, right? But apparently, part of the video was sent to Selwood and the police that I was going to smash Sarah's head in. I spoke to her and I said, I don't remember any of this. What the fuck? I would never do that anyway. We've been fine for 11 years talking, Sarah. And she totally understood. She was like, I know. Right? Anyway, YouTube, where you make direct threats towards working professionals, including housing professionals, council employees, including refuse collectors, causing alarm and distress towards members of the public and professionals by using offensive references and remarks by both phone and in person. Such behaviours are criminal offences and will not be tolerated. Hereby require you, as the person responsible for the said conduct, forthwith, following the service of this official warning, to do not use any foul or derogatory language in any place where a member of the public could hear you. Do not use any foul language towards any person living in your neighbourhood. Do not contact in any way, directly or indirectly, your neighbours living at Bradford-on-Avon. Contact can only be made, how is this, through a solicitor or having professional or member of Wiltshire Constabulary. Not to cause users of the public highway harassment, alarm or distress by running, jumping, lying in front of their vehicles, which I've never done. Jumping and running and lying in front of cars. I've never done that. This would include any emergency vehicles, which I've never done that, and members of the public. This is specifically because of an incident between yourself and refuse collectors working at Elmfield in Bradford-on-Avon. Attack the following professionals: Samaritans, blah, 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 bullshit, right? And she wanted me to sign it at the door. I said, fuck you, pig. I ain't signing shit that I haven't done. So, there you go.
No content for you, Tyrone D. Fuck you.
Martin and Colin are actually gay and together. Can you fucking believe that? No, I'm not turning Cole gay.